Logger John, brought to you by Big J's Beans, the Logger's Choice. Logger John, he eats Big J's beans. After working in the bush all day, Logger John gets really hungry, and I turn to Big J's beans. They fill me up and keep me going for the whole day. Ugh. After working all day, splitting wood, I turn to Big J's beans. They fill me up and keep me going for the day. Nothing satisfies me like Big J's beans. The Logger's Choice. Logger John here, and I got a story to tell you about Big J's beans. Not only did they fill me up and keep me going, I also used them in my chainsaw. One day, I ran out of gas and didn't have any. All I had was a can of beans. Well, guess what? They even work in my saw. Big J's beans. The Logger's Choice. Logger John here, and I have a story to tell about Big J's beans. It's a bit of an embarrassing story, but I have to tell it anyway. And I'm kind of ashamed of the whole story, but I spent a lot of time out in the bush, and this one time a few years ago when I was out in the bush, I got lost really bad and couldn't find my way home, and it was getting dark. Well, lucky for me, at lunch I had 2 full cans of Big J's beans, and my wife was getting worried about me, and she called the authorities to go see if they can find me, and I couldn't find my way out of the bush. I was getting scared, but I hung tight and I found a tree to take shelter under, and it was pretty much dark then, and I don't know how to say this, but the Big J beans started to kick in, and the rescuers, well, they found me. They looked and looked, but they did finally find me way back in the bush. And they kept yelling, "Keep tooting! Keep tooting!" And it led them right to me. And I owe my life to Big J's beans. The Logger's Choice. Logger John here, and it's lunchtime. And look what I have. A nice plate of Big J's beans. They're filling. I'm going to eat these, and I'm going to get back to work. I got a lot of work to do. Wood to stack, wood to cut, wood to split. And these get me through the day. Big J's beans. They're even good cold. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. Then you're ready for another meal. Big J's beans, the Logger's Choice.